All right. Let's look at these problems. How did we do? All right.
Actually, where is it? Put it in that box.
One of these days we'll get that bulb in place, but until then, we'll be all right.
It looks so much.
Number 11, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Could you repeat what number 11's problem is? 11?
2x squared
Uh-huh.
plus 7x plus 6.
Okay, so let's make sure we're doing this well. Again, we're going to ask the exact same questions over and over. Keep repeating them. So, do I have a greatest common factor up there?
No.
No, there's not a greatest common factor. So, GCF, no. Okay? What is, if you have your phones out still and you have earbuds in, I'm sure you get those out. What's my magical number that I'm trying to get to? 12. 12. Last number times first, right? So my magical number is 12. Is it positive 12 or negative 12?
Positive.
Positive. Do we know if the signs are positive, positive, or negative, negative?
Positive.
Why is that?
Because both sides are positive.
Yep, both signs are positive. So we have positive and positive. Okay, so I know that 1 times 12 is 12. I also know that 2 times 6. And I know that 3 times 4. Which of those, both being positive, if I add it together, will give me that middle term?
3 and 4.
3 and 4. Everyone feel comfortable with that? Okay, as long as I keep the signs both positive, this should work for us nicely. All right, so I have 2x squared plus 3x plus 4x plus 6. And just, if you did 4x and 3x, you have flip-flop, just make sure the signs stay the same. It's going to be the exact same answer. What do I have in common here? I have an x. That leaves me 2x plus 3. Agree? This second sign always comes straight down. What do I have in common between these? A 2. Good. And that leaves me 2x plus 3. Now let's just double check, make sure we did this right. X times 2x is 2x squared. Cool. X times 3 is 3x. Cool. 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times 3 is 6. So everything looks good so far? What is my result answer going to be?
X plus 2
Okay.
times 2x plus 3.
And is it the same if I wrote it, flip-flopped it? Could I add 2x plus 3 and x plus 2? Absolutely.
Of course.
Okay. What else have we come across on this on these worksheets? Look on the front side first before we go back. Yeah. 15. So number 15. Can you read that for me?
6x squared
Uh-huh.
minus 11x
Uh-huh.
plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay. First question every time. Greatest common factor?
No.
Nope. Okay. Okay, they all three don't have an x, and 6, 11, and 3 they only have a factor of 1. So we don't
Will
have
they
that.
ever have a greatest common?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we just haven't gotten there, but it's always good to have that as our very first question. Okay? I'm sorry? So if all these numbers were like divisible, like the exact same number, like 2 or 4 or 10 or 7 or whatever. What is my magical number? 18. So the last times the first, and it's positive 18. Agreed? So we know to get to positive, is positive positive or negative negative? What would it be?
Negative positive?
No, it's one, either positive positive or negative negative. In order to get to a positive number, I have to multiply a positive times a positive or a negative times a negative.
Oh, a negative times a negative.
So what's sticking out to tell you that it's negative negative? You're absolutely right.
You can't multiply two positives to get a negative.
Well, when you add them?
Yeah, when you're adding.
Okay. So they're both negative. And there's kind of a little bit more conversation that's going on. I'm not sure if you guys are talking about the class or not. Yeah, it started elevating. I won't say who's talking, but I'm trying to. I'm sorry. No, you're good. I'm just seeing if conversation. Oh, hey. All right. Factors 18. 1 times 18. 2 times 9. And 3 times 6. If they're both negative, Which of those would add together, giving me negative 11, that middle term?
2 and 9.
2 and 9. Everyone feel comfortable with that?
I have a question.
Talk to me.
I think I asked this like 2 days ago, but so if it's negative, do you multiply it, and then if it's positive, you add it?
No. So what I'm asking, so see how that's a positive 18?
Yeah.
I multiplied two numbers to get there. So there's two ways I could get there. I could multiply a positive number and a positive number together. Or I can multiply a negative and a negative to get to a positive.
Well, no, but like when, like on the last one that we did, we added it. So we added 3.
And what happened on that last one is all these signs, that right there and that right there, they were
Yeah. So what I'm
positive.
saying, if all of the signs are positive, do you add?
They're always positive, yeah. Yep. All right, negative 2 and negative 9, if I add those together, if I combine them, I get to negative 11. So make sure you keep your signs correct. And again, I could add negative 9x here and negative 2x here. It would have been the same answer.
Okay. This 15.
15. What do I have in common right there? X. Anything else?
3. Well, you can.
I can factor out a what?
A 2.
A 2 and an x. Okay? If I factor a 2x out of 6x squared, that leaves me 3x, because 2x times 3x is 6x squared. Minus, if I factor a 2x out of 2x, what do I have as a placeholder?
1.
A 1. This sign has to come down. What can I factor out of both of these? A 3. Okay? Now realize I'm actually factoring a negative 3, so it's going to change both those signs. So if I factor a negative 3 out of negative 9, I'm left with
Positive 3.
positive 3. If I factor a negative 3 out of positive 3, what's a placeholder? 1, and is it positive or negative? There you go. So my answer is 3x minus 1 and 2x minus 3.
Wait, you did 14, right?
14? You got it.
Oh, no,
14. You said, right? 14. Bless you. May I move on? Yeah. 8. I'll come to 8. I'll do 14 and go to 8, okay? Someone read me what number 14 says, please.
5x squared.
Yeah.
Plus 7x.
Yeah.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. All right. First question. Greatest common factor? No, they all don't have an x in common, and I can't factor anything out of 5, 7, and 2. That's the exact same thing. All right. What's my magic number? 10. Positive, yes?
Yeah.
Yay.
So if it's positive 10, what can you tell me about the signs, and how do we know?
They're positive.
They're both positive. Why?
Because all of the signs are positive.
All the signs in the problem are positive. So positive, positive. So our factors of 10 are 1 times 10 and 2 and 5. And so 2 and 5 will work if they're both positive. Okay, so I have, remember this comes down, 5x squared plus 2x plus 5x. And that last term comes down, plus 2. Okay? I could have flipped them back over this, but we'll do it this way. What do I have in common between those two? X. I get 5x plus 1. What's up, Domingo?
Hi, Domingo.
He is not.
Domingo. He's like, thought I was right in front of you. So sad.
Someone come in that I missed?
Yeah.
Oh, he's right here. All right. Oh shoot. Oh, I'm down here. So I factored an x out of both of those. Take a look here. Eyes up here. There's nothing to factor out. So if nothing to factor out, what is a placeholder to factor out? A 1. So I'm really factoring out a 1. That won't change anything. That just leaves me 5x plus 2. Okay, so that's a 1 right there.
But
So watch. Ready? 5x plus 1. Oh, wait.
that doesn't.
It won't be the same.
Oh, wait. Oh, I factored an x out here. That should have been a 2. I'm so sorry. That should have been a 2 right there.
That doesn't make sense.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5x plus 2. I'm sorry about that. And then I'm left with x plus 1.
it's not, so like say if that was a 1 and that was a 2, what would happen?
You would not be able to factor it.
So would you just like leave it?
Yeah, you actually would write the word prime, P-R-I-M-E. That just means it's not factorable. Doesn't mean it doesn't have solutions. You just can't factor it by these means. You'll actually see that tonight. Any other question? You had one. What? 8? 8. Someone read me number 8, please.
X squared minus 4x plus 4.
Okay. Greatest common factor? Nope. No greatest common factor. What's my magic number? 4. Multiply the first times the last. There's a 1 right there. So 4. Are they both positive, both negative?
Negative positive.
In order to get to a positive 4, though, I have to have the exact same sign. So they both have to be negative, negative. So I have 1 times 4, and I also have 2 times 2. Which of those two, when both negative, would add to negative 4, the middle term?
2 times 2.
Yeah, those. Okay? So negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Negative 2 added to negative 2 is negative 4. All right, so let's put those in. Is that okay? What do I have in common here? I have an x, and that leaves me x minus 2. This sign has to come down. Factor 2 out. Factor 2 out of that. So I get x minus 2, x minus 2. Look at that. Is that okay that I get the exact same binomials? Yeah. This one's actually called a perfect square trinomial, which is a term that we'll get to later. Yeah.
So you know how you have how it's x squared and it's negative 4x and they're both 4. Couldn't you just to make it easier? You put how it's already a negative. You put x minus 2 and x minus 2 just to be easier.
If you see that right away, absolutely. But I'm just trying to keep, because I don't want to ever say, hey, on this one has this trick. I'm just trying to stay consistent. Start with the greatest common factor, get that magic number, do the factors, and go. You keep doing that way. You're going to start seeing patterns like you're doing, which is awesome. You see the pattern, please, by all means, use it. Yeah, it's just one of those things, it's something that develops in everyone's brain. It's a synaptic response to your discrete pathway. So now I'm going this to get there. Some of you are going to start seeing this to here, which is really cool. Okay. And 9? Yeah. What's number 9 say, please?
Negative.
X a second?
Plus 0x
Minus 64, you said? Okay. Ooh. So this one's a weird one because we have that middle term being 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any greatest common factors. My magic number is negative 64. So what do you know about my... I have both. So 1 times 64 and 2 and 32. There's kind of a lot here. 4 and 16 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. 2 and what?
Oh wait, 32.
2 and 32. Thank you. 32. The 8s. If one's positive, one's negative, that middle term falls out, right? We can do it the same way. This comes down. That comes down. What do you think? What do I have in common here? X. What do I have left? X plus 8. That sign always comes down. What comes out of these? 8. And it's a negative 8 we're factoring out, so it changes the sign. So that becomes just a positive X. That becomes what? Positive 8, because you factored out the negative. Okay? So what's my answer?
X minus 8 and then X plus 8.
There you go. X minus 8 and X plus 8. That's it. Wow. Are we ready to move to the second page?
Yes.
Let's take a look. 16, 17, 18. Any questions on 16, 17, 18? 18.
Oh, I'm sure.
Someone read me what number 18 says, please.
4x squared
Yes.
plus 11x
Yes.
plus 6.
Plus 6. So no greatest common factor, agreed? They don't all have, three have an x, and I can't take a number out of 4, 11, and 6 that's the same number. Okay? What's my magic number? 24. In order to get to there, I need either positive, positive, or negative, negative. They're both positive because all the signs are positive, right? The factors of 24, 1 and 24, 2 and 12. 2 and 12. 3 and 8. Why did you do what? Because I'm looking for all the combinations of two numbers that would multiply to give me the 24. So if they're both positive, if I add these together, I get 25. That doesn't work. If I add these together, I get 14. That doesn't work. 3 and 8 works. It gives me 11. 4 and 6 gives me 10. So both positive, right? This comes down. Plus 3x plus 4, or 8x, excuse me, plus 6. What do I have? What do I have? X. What's left? 4x plus 3. Awesome. What do I have in common here? It's positive. That sign comes straight down. A 2. Good. What do I have left? 4x plus 3. Okay. So 4x plus 3 and x plus 2 is my answer. What do you think? Happy day? Anything else up through number 18? Yeah.
17.
17? What did number 17 say?
4x squared
4x squared
plus 5x
plus 5x
minus 6.
minus 6. Okay. I read that correctly.
Yep.
Any greatest common factor? Nope, they don't all have x. And between 4, 5, and 6, I don't have a number other than 1 to factor out. So what's my magic number? Negative 24. Awesome. Negative 24. In order to multiply two things together to get to a negative, what do you know about my two signs? They're positive and negative. Not here. What really frustrates me is my attendance is done. So that person can go, let's see if this person's here. Oh, they're not there. It's funny, I get people.
But they print it out before they take attendance.
Yeah, but my attendance has been done for. Yeah. Like,
No, but like they print
he
it out
has not been
at
want.
first period.
Yeah, but he could check real quick before he takes any of those.
He can't check.
No, but the person in the office could easily. All right. What do I know about the signs if I have a negative number? You just told me and I forgot. I'm sorry. Yeah, positive and negative. Factors of 24, 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6. Which two work? One's positive, one's negative. 3 and 8. You say 3 and 8? 4 and 6?
3 and 8.
3 and 8. All right. Which one's positive? 8's got to be positive, so the 3 has to be negative. Cool. 4x squared. It doesn't matter what order as long as the sign stays. So I'm going to go minus 3x plus 8x minus 6. Okay? You could have had plus 8x. You could have had minus 3x. It still would have worked. What do I have in common here? X. If I factor an x out, what do I have left? 4x minus 3. What do I have in common here? Again, that sign needs to come straight down. What can I factor out? Huh? 2. And that also leaves me 4x minus 3. What is my answer? X plus 2, 4x minus 3? Yeah. Yo. And
if you do like 1 times 24, would it come out the same answer?
no, because I'm trying to get the factors of 24 to add up to that once I know the signs.
Oh, so you
Uh-huh. Still got a little bit too much talking over here on my right side of me. Two different groups. All right, let's move down to, let's not worry about number 19. I'm not too concerned about it. I guess we could look at number 20 if you'd like.
20 and 21.
All right, you got it. All right, so we got a triangle, yes? They call this a height. So they know that this is x plus 2. Well, they tell us the height is x plus 2. That's the height, right? And they tell us that the area of this triangle happens to be 1/2 2x squared plus x plus x minus 6. They tell you the height is x plus 2. Oh, and then we're trying to figure out what the base is. This is the base. Okay? And then find the area of x equals 8. Okay. Let's see. What do you think? What's the equation for area of a triangle? Yeah, area equals 1/2 base times height, right? Base times height. Oh my gosh. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Right? Brian, you had 2 call slips that came for you. I had to sign off that you weren't here. So someone's looking for you. I didn't look to see who it was. All right. So things that I'm just going to kind of use some logical thought. You think this 1/2 here for the area and this 1/2 here are kind of the same idea? What do you think? So that means I have a base and a height. And I know that I have a height that they told us is x plus 2. You know what I think? I think that if I were to factor out 2x squared plus x minus 6, one of the binomials it breaks into, I bet you, is going to be x plus 2. I bet you. So let's try and factor this out. First thing, do I have a greatest common factor up there? No. My magic number's got to be -12, right? I'm only trying to factor what's in parentheses. I know I have alternating signs. Agreed? So I got 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. And I'm betting that 2 and 6 are going to... Oh, wait. 2 and 6? Do I have the thing written right? 3 and 4?
I guess 4 minus 3 would be 1 x.
Okay.
Seems kind of weird.
Yeah. And we're going to have alternating. We're going to have positive and negative, we said. So that's going to be -3 and +4. I see an error here. So I got 2x squared minus 3x plus 4x minus 6. Think.
There's no GCF.
There wouldn't have been a GCF, no. All right, so if I factor out of here, that's going to give me x and then 2x here minus 3. And here, if I factor out 2, a positive 2, it'll leave me this, 2x minus 3. Oh, that's the same, so I get x plus 2 and 2x minus 3. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? What did they tell us it was? Height, right? The height.
You have to move it over.
Oh, thank you. I was like, where'd my phone go? That's the height right there. They told us that was the height. So that means the base has to be 2x minus 3. So that's that. And then they told us find the area if x is equal to 8.
Were you doing a test?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Why would I ever work a problem that wouldn't be?
You did it a couple times.
I know. This very much could be. Are you asking that because you're confused, or are you asking that because you don't want to do it?
I was wondering.
Okay. I love you, man.
What's your, it said find the area of x equals
8. Okay. So they told us the area equation of this equation goes with this, right? The 1/2, 2x squared plus x. So if I plug an 8 in there, let's see, I'm going to get 1/2. 2 times 8 squared is 64. Plus 8 minus 6. Oh my goodness. 1/2. 2 times 64 is 128. 8 minus 6 is 2. 1/2, 130. Half of 130 is 65. I plugged 8 in to my x's.
Oh.
And so we'd have an area of 65. So Brandon, to answer your question, this could be on the test. I probably wouldn't see it on a quiz in the next couple days. If that helps you.
When is our next quiz/test?
Ooh, thanks for asking. As soon as we're done with this.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Why do you do this? I'm
'Cause
not
you can handle it.
prepared.
Because you are totally prepared.
I'm not prepared.
Totally.
I'm prepared.
All right.
Presley.
And then number 21. Let's not worry about because I'm not going to quiz you on it.
See, I can't finish. I can't see.
It's right here.
I was actually trying to read off your shirt.
All right. Make sure your name is on those. Pass it on forward, please.
I wish my
It's one of those things we did yesterday. Probably individual just now.
I'm thinking so. All right.
And then my middle name is about to start.
Presley. I say like Hartman. Presley, what's the arrow Hartman? That's so disgusting. Well, now you have to marry a guy that has the name Hartman. It's gonna be really difficult.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, your assignment for next time. So, we did this just now, yes?
Yeah.
So, I would like you all to work on page 53 and 54 is our assignment for next time. But I have a little opportunity, 4 whole questions here, that I want to see how you do on. Okay? I bet you out of 18 points, we're doing it individually this time. You totally can handle it, and I'll let you use your notes on it. But mister, I don't take notes.
That sucks.
Karma.
Oops.
That sucks for you.
Is karma coming back?
I take notes. Jake Boudreaux.
Bro.
Boudreaux. Yeah, he was in our class.
He was. Oh my gosh, you were in. Wow.
Do you remember Presley?
All right, good luck. This is individual work. It is not group work. Good luck.
I'm